try and contest your vehicles. But of course, we have seen before plenty of teams opt in to go down to the south. And I mean, this plane is so far south that even FaZe Clan, who normally goes south on these type planes, go, you know what? Nah, we'll just take up. We'll go back to Monte. No reason to worry whatsoever. Or maybe they'll stay around Riera. But this is, I mean, this is an absurdly southern plane, and as we expect anyway, should also result in a somewhat southern circle
for them going into that weekly finals, and they're able to adapt to
circle pups. You can see FURIA in the very center. Get the hell together. You need to go next by the time they come up close. Now let's see JRs. We talked about them, the only team that were really all the way down towards the south. Now PO here's something here, and that should be an easy peasy one for him.
Yeah, JRs has no idea PO is here. Nope. PO just lights him up with the M4, makes quick work of JRs. You can see PO looking around to see if he's clear. It's going to be Esther, the one to finish the job. Point, I guess. Well, it's not a point because of the settings, but a kill for Gen.G. Now, Akari's going to take Shandion out. Shandion rolls up here. TSG full sending it into Afreeca. Volibear now going to go down as well. It's only Pang left for them. Afreeca doing a fantastic job holding this off.
They lost one earlier, now they're looking to go out in 16th here. It's going to be a trigger one. Yep, and there you go. Ikari with the nade finds Peng. That's all she wrote for Triumphant Gaming. And for both the teams right now, and also, I mean, Ence got caught. Oh my lord, this circle towards the north is going to... And with that one more lap forward. Orange, the one throwing the nade in there. That one was straight in the face of Balefrost. He's going to go down.
Yeah, really nicely done here. Tab on the side puts Raylo onto his stomach, and Snaker's trying to come up over the top. They get a bunch of damage. Besto's trying to help him out as this flank could collapse, but no, it's going to be Orange and Besto getting some knocks. Orange over the top, finds the angle, finishes Oath off.
They just got over half the kills in this game they had in kills the entire last week. Keep that in mind. I mean, I know it's gonna sound rude, but it's also a compliment in saying they're back. If they can go out and take fights like this, that is really, really good for Na'Vi. Soniqs, let's see if they can hold off here. Pulling up to 4 AM. They know they're bruised already. They want to get the res up. They lost 2 already. It's just one more left alive, though. Lou trying to do the damage needed. He's down to half HP, trying to get him down. There's just one more left alive, but FaZe come in from behind and take him down.
Yeah, it's a great crossfire setup on the entry that Soniqs are trying to make, but there's just too many teams around 4 AM. Now Savior doesn't even have to do anything because Ibiza finds Shrimzy, and there was already H-Win down, so Soniqs go out in 13th. So Soniqs didn't have many great options in front of them, tried to find a timing to fourth party a fight, and now it's going to be FaZe and K7 left up on the side of this hill, but it's in the circle, so this one could kind of... slow down a little bit, Toby. It could take a little while before this fight has to happen.
And the issue with
the same time as K7, TSM down below them. Now, it isn't the full strength TSM. They did lose Miraku early on. PO going to rock up in front of them. They're going to fly over with more vehicles, trying to get those crossfire angles set up on a TSM, and it's going to be Esther finding one, gets knocked himself. Iroh down as well. PO going to get knocked from a grenade. Wookie Bookie on the backside, taking a whole bunch of damage from Alpaca. Attack all around, who's been waiting in the wings, pulls up on this and starts putting in some more damage. A lot of teams going to get knocked. JQ finding an Onyx now. Both TSM and Gen.G very beat up.
Everyone was waiting for a chance to push down into the hill, and once the hillside was excluded, they all sent it at the same time. Chaos consumes everyone. K7 loses 2. Here comes Tsunami Blitz, but they don't see one. No, Sinan from behind takes out both of them.
Oh no, they never saw it. Had they angled that car just a couple inches to the left, they might have been able to run Xenon over without really realizing it. Instead, it's going to be Xenon taking them down as they have no hope. But VP, they should be able to clean this up. All 4 of them popping grenades into him, and it is going to be Zen Noun who goes out to Hyruzen. Mexi's going to find the knock onto him. Now, the thing I was thinking in the back of my head that I never got to mention, Toby, about that Gen.G push was I don't think they ever knew that AAA was there.
They had no clue whatsoever. Let's see now, how is this going to fare out? It's not going to fare for FaZe Clan, that's for sure. Even though, even in the open, to have a place they can call home from where they can do anything but just proning. And well, this circle sure as hell didn't make things any easier.
Yeah, that compound for Liquid is really powerful now in this circle. They can see basically everything that's around them. There isn't much going on except for where Afreeca is, but that's going to leave this circle. So for all intents and purposes, Liquid has control of this. Now, I've liked what FURIA is doing so far here, Toby. I've been really impressed throughout this tournament with how they navigate themselves.
Yes. They've gotta be a little. Oh, that nade pretty much landed inside the vehicle. Surprised that Rusty is still alive. Kill though does fall, gets flushed as well. Once again, Liquid able to do a lot of third partying in that one. Molly thrown in, no damage done, but enough for them to be forced on out. Rusty finds the double. Rasper will fall in the return of this. To show off on Twitter, you know. Gotta get that damage in there, but of course, I mean, while it doesn't matter in terms of kills, you do want to get teams as crumbled down as possible, especially if you, as you can see now, have to run into them later on in the game. 9 trying to shoot over the top of the head of, ooh, that's scary. Bullying, don't stand up. You will get a bullet to the back of the head. And Hikari falls to a nade, tried to go down, get himself within nade distance, but now falling down. Akkad is up close and maybe within molly distance. Could do a lot of damage with that, but no, he swats back to the gun.
Yeah, Akkad still trying to hold the angle on the side of the smoke, catching Infantry peeking. He's got priority. He gets a very nice headshot, gets the knock onto Bullying, starts spraying in there, seeing if he could catch another member or just finish that knock. But for now, Infantry is able to find safety behind their vehicle barricade as now the full push is on. Akkad not able to get, oh, he does get the knock on the 9, but quickly taken down by Zhaoyang. Here comes EJ along the side, just spraying around, desperately looking for Zhaoyang, can never find him in time. Hatsia takes a bunch of damage, he's down as well.
They all end up dying. That's just unfortunate. Now we have a billion cards and a billion crates and no one to take them. Vehicle strolls on by, the set violin plays, and that's an entire southeast side open, and Virtus.pro going, well, I guess we don't have to fight a team coming down the hill anyway then, because Liquid just did all the damage for us. Look at the spread of kills as well. As even as could be expected, they're all just in perfect positions for third party. No one has a chance to shoot back at Liquid right now. Mexi has run out of 7.62, I would assume, since he has his 4x on his M4. They've been shooting at absolutely everything with absolutely no risk involved for themselves in this, all of this. Oh no, these nades. FURIA within nade distance. That one's on the money. Spiro falls down. Both the other remaining players down to half HP, but unfortunately no nade to follow.
Now, I was just about to say, Spit's still alive. He's doing his best to stay hidden. And finally, Hiruzen sees him, sprays a couple shots, gets a little bit of damage. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, Team Liquid, again, still maintains control over this circle. There's only a few spots underneath this compound that you can work with. VP has one, FURIA has one. There's a few that if you're able to get closer to Team Liquid, you can also stay underneath relatively safely, but getting there is going to be very difficult. Necro, excuse me, does take care of Spitz.
From Liquid here, where other teams sort of all stayed in the compound.
Yeah, as good as Liquid's compound is, it becomes very dangerous once they have to leave it. You can see there's no cover on the sides of those hills when you have to leave it. So for them to push out at this time, very, very smart. Whoever seems to be in this shack is just getting mollied. VP has the perfect angle to it. It's really nicely done here by VP. They find good angles, getting them right into the windows multiple times, and this time they're going to find a finish on the Rusty Zera.
They threw the first molly the first time. They saw him jump out of the window. He stayed alive. Second time around, they throw a molly behind the building and one inside. So when he jumps out, he doesn't stay alive. That is an extremely smart play from Virtus.pro in a situation like that. To see that he jumps out, he stays alive, and then to react on it immediately after. And I'm sure if you're Mexi, you would have wanted some of those 290 7.62 bullets that Virtus.pro, or at least Lou is in position of right now, because he ain't gonna be running short of ammo anytime soon. They also have, what, like 9 crates around them. They can loot as much as they please, but they are the team to have to move. James, we know, is on the off-angle position up towards the northwest side, but where, oh where, does Virtus.pro go from here?
This is very, very nasty for Virtus.pro. I mean, I would think they have quite a bit of smokes as well with all those crates that are hanging around there. So maybe they could get some going in front of them. Maybe you work your way towards Team Liquid, and this is a good push by Batulins. He's going to get up to the rock, claim that for himself. Now the grenades that Team Liquid has been able to sit on for some time are going to start to work, but it's actually Necro who gets the knock onto Batulins. The grenade started the damage. Necro going to be the one to finish it. Clip, we talked about it earlier, Toby. He's getting bolts, but this time they give him the best one, the AWM, but it doesn't matter. They can just spray down with their assault rifles, just tap away.
Oh, this is insane. We talked about how the solos might never win games, but they sure as hell can damage the ones that did have a chance to do so. Had Batulin stayed alive up there, there would have been nothing that Clip and Liquid could do other than pushing him down or try to get a lucky nade in there to get him knocked, but Necro gets the knock on towards him. Spiro didn't deal with the solo fast enough, and now, this has Liquid written all over it.
Yeah, this should be firmly under Liquid control. It's going to take Necro and Spyro just playing the games of their lives to hold on through this. Clib now with that AWM, seeing if he could scope in. Jeem's going to throw that grenade. It's going to get far enough behind and get the finish onto Necro. Perfectly thrown by Jeems there, finishing off one of the snakes. One left to go.
Liquid 4v1. Spiro, we've seen crazy things from you before, but to be able to pull this one up would require nothing short of a miracle. Clip is holding the angle with the 8x arm. Doesn't even care. Just make one move, get away from that vehicle for a second, and you will be dead. Denying points here don't matter either. You have to get the win if you want to do anything. And to be fair, I mean, he's trying to buy himself as much time as possible, but I just do not see how in the universe this should ever be possible. Down to half HP, tagged once by James. Now he's visible again. He's peeking on over, but it ain't gonna